Oh, why did I start Seller Systems? I get this question on a regular basis. You're doing so well, you're making millions of dollars. I mean, since we started selling $75 million in sales, $10 million in profit, why did I start teaching? Well, I'd say in 2017 is when we turned that corner. We started making those mistakes that taught us valuable lessons, and then we stopped making those mistakes, and it led to significant growth, millions of dollars in revenue, high profit margins, high success rates. And so I started trying to help friends and family. Like, I literally was like, hey, I will jump on a call with you to show you what I'm doing. You need to be doing this. Like, I solved it. This is solved. There's some data. You have to take data from this software program and this software program and kind of combine it together with a VLOOKUP and some formulas. But if you do that, you will get an answer that gives you a pretty high success rate. And I'll help you with the sourcing. Now, we had an advantage on the sourcing side, but we'll help you. I wanted to help people. And so I got on some calls, and then they were like, can I invite my friend, my cousin, somebody else, my wife? No problem. And I did several of these calls. I had 10, 15 people join the call, and no one took action, right? Like, it was like no one decided to start this business. And it was like I was begging people, like, you've got to do this thing. I figured this thing out. You hate your job. You're complaining on Facebook. Like, get in and start selling on Amazon. And it was so much easier back then than it is now. Like, right? Like, the thing, you could basically source almost anything back then and put it on, make a listing, and it would sell. The level of sophistication now is so much higher, but it's still solved. It's just a little bit harder. That's why we built Data Dive. But what I would say is, then I was in a mastermind group. I co-founded a mastermind group called $1 Million Sellers. So you had to be doing $1 million to get in. And I started sharing some of our strategies in there, and a bunch of people were like referring people to me. So it would be like, hey, I'm not a teacher. I'm barely doing what I'm doing, but I know you're good at teaching and you figured it out. Can I send people to you to learn? And so I said, all right, well, I'm going to host this thing next Friday night or next Sunday night. Do you want to join it? Like, have them join it. It's a free class or whatever. Then I had dozens of people starting to do that. And people were like, what are you charging? You should be charging. So then I charged like $97, right? Like, I figured out that the 97 is good marketing even back then, but I was like, all right, $97, go ahead and, join. And I had my first class, I think over 40 people join. And I was like, man, this is decent money teaching as well. And then we just took the money, invested it into our brands, and it helped us grow faster. So I talked to Jennifer about it, and I said, all right, I'm going to diversify us a little bit. A couple of those people actually went on to launch products and build multi-million-dollar businesses eventually. But like, I actually had people that were learning, and it felt good, like having engaged people. I wasn't trying to beg them or leading them and begging them to like drink the water, like a horse to water. But it was like people wanted it and they were thirsty for it. And so I created a group for them to join, and then more master classes. And eventually I was like, well, I'm going to shoot a whole thing. I had a couple other friends from $1 Million Sellers say, how about you teach the private label stuff and we're going to teach the arbitrage that we do, because they were doing over $10 million in arbitrage, my friends Garland and Max. And I said, all right, well, that sounds good. So we'll create like this university. I'll be the private label professor. You can be the arbitrage professors, and we'll get people to sign up and they can learn. And what ended up happening is, after a year of doing that, we had, 150 people sign up, and maybe 140 of them wanted to learn private label and only 10 wanted to learn arbitrage. And the price point didn't make sense for people that only had a few $1,000s to go start flipping stuff at the store, which is what they were teaching with arbitrage. So I was like, well, we got to split up. I bought them out. I said, go your own direction and I'll go mine. I'll continue to sell private label. And they made good money on it. I gave them good money, and we're still friends to this day. Now they're doing private label. So the funny thing is, like, they flipped their business model, and now they're very successful private label sellers doing, over $10 million a year now in private label. So really awesome guys. And I just started teaching that way. It was just one little thing happened. And once I saw that I was able to change people's lives and help them, I just got so fired up by it. The money is just secondary. I've always said that if I make more money teaching than I do selling, I'll consider myself a fake guru. So I've had to continuously grow the brands business to make sure that that doesn't happen. Came close last year. We still made more money selling, but it's still super rewarding. That's why we started teaching.